Greetings, comrades! I'm beginning Cannabis back with part 8 of Whispers of Satan, episode 64, Brutal Russian Overkill. And oh my god. Like I said before, it's gonna feel awkward switching between Project Brutality and these other weapon mods, but you know what? I'll get used to it. You know, I mentioned this. I was talking about Heretic and Hexen a few videos back. I was talking about how I was using Heretic Plus for Heretic. I forgot to mention what I was using for Hexen. There's this mod called Wrath of Kronos, which is basically adds RPG elements to Hexen, and adds like different variations of the existing monsters and stuff. It adds new weapons, and of course, the big thing, an experience systems where, you know, when you kill enemies, you level up, and you can, you know, allocate skill points to your certain skills. Each class has different skills you can use, and upgrade your stats, like improve your health, your magic, you know, movement speed, stuff like that. Funny thing, I had to download an older version of GZ Doom for it to work. It's odd, but I just downloaded it for Hexen. All the other games are pretty much okay. But I will say this, I still find it weird that I have to download an older version of Wrath of Kronos. Hopefully it gets updated so it works with the more recent GZ Doom build. Because it updates so infrequently, but still, it would be nice. Apparently there's also Brutal Heretic and Brutal Hexen, but those require even older versions. It's like, you know what, no. As cool as it may sound to have Brutal Hexen, I just, at that point it's just too much hassle. They should just optimize them for the latest ports of GZ Doom already. Well, there's a yellow key, but... switch? Yes, it is. Man, it's nice to see just the vanilla. Well, it's because I mentioned before, Project Brutality adds a lot of different versions of the existing monsters. Like there are who knows how many zombie versions, a few different imps, a few pinkies. I think a few new cack demons. They have different sprites though. A few Hell Knights. There's even a Cyber Hell Knight, which is, yeah, basically a mini Cyber Demon. That's not as hard to kill, but still hard to kill. And, there's a few different panels, including one that spawns you know those little spider enemies from Doom 3? It spawns those, and I was not expecting that. Which means there are more things that artificially increase the monster count. And that's a weird looking ceiling design up there. Okay, let's not read too deeply into that. Anyway. But yeah, Project Brutality is awesome, but there are a few minor bugs that need to be fixed out. For starters, I mentioned that black screen earlier. Like, it fades out, and you kind of have to toy with the screen scaling for it to actually fit the screen, but I don't like the screen being all stretched out and enemies looking thin. So hopefully, well, to be fair, this isn't beta, so I'm sure it's still being worked on. There is another odd bug that, I don't know why, but whenever you upgrade the plasma rifle to the dark matter rifle, for some reason the scroll wheel does not switch your weapons, which is really odd. You can still use the number keys and you'll switch weapons there, but when when you use any other weapon, you use a mouse wheel, it does work, but when you switch to the dark matter rifle and you try to use a mouse wheel, it doesn't work, which that's kind of odd. Hopefully that gets fixed. while on the subject of Project Brutality, someone's, I think, working on an actual brutal Russian Overkill mod, which sort of like Guncaster combines Russian Overkill with Brutal, in this case Project Brutality. That's what I read anyway. I do hope that comes to fruition. Because Project Brutality, like I said, it blows original Brutal Doom out of the water. Alright, this is where I started. Okay, so the right keys doors over here. Oh yeah, and from now on, I'm going to use the Doom Metal quad. It basically changes the original Doom 2 music to Doom 1 and Doom 2 music to more like metal versions of those songs. And it's awesome, though. The placement's a little weird on a few of the songs. Tricks and Traps, for instance, it's playing a remix of the Bloodfall song for some reason, and I believe O of Destruction / Circle of Death, it's playing the music from The Living End. It was odd. Not that it's bad, it's just kind of weird that you put those instead of actual songs the original ones had, but hey, just a little nitpicking. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do here for these videos here, I'm gonna get to map 30 on this video, and the next video will be the secret levels. And those I'm gonna, you know, check them out. Where are these keys? Okay, so... Oh. And yeah, Project Brutality is insane, especially if you play the highest difficulty level. Which, I decided to turn on God mode there, because, you know, I'll be ripped to shit like every 5 seconds. Like, I am no expert in doing any stretch of the imagination. Much less, you know, Brutal Doom and its variants. But, you know, I like to think of myself as a competent enough player, but my highest difficulty levels, I barely beat Ultraviolence on, the Xbox versions of the classic Doom games. You really think I stand a chance? The highest difficulty level of Project Brutality? I mean, here I am playing one of the higher difficulties of Russian Overkill, but it's Russian Overkill. Granted, there is a difficulty level where you die in one hit, and there's another one where you have nothing but super weapons, which increases your chance of blowing yourself up. I thought we were Oktoberfest, so I can use all the weapons, and we both I and the monsters still have a fair fighting chance. Until I get a super weapon, in which case there's no hope for them. Which I do have some, by the way, but I wanted to, you know, switch it around, which I should. I'm going to use an insta-funeral throughout this video. Okay, it's still on burst mode. So, where's the blue key? Right in the middle. Yeah, if you're getting into Project Brutality for the first time, go with the easiest difficulty so you can get acclimated to it. Because you don't want to go straight to the highest difficulty unless you're a complete masochist. Or you just really like a challenge. I should not have done that. I forgot I had the black multiplier. There I go. Now this is unfinished. Well, it didn't crash on me, so that's something. Okay. Okay. Helps if I could spell resurrect. God damn it. I type fast, okay? Okay. Just for the sake of brevity. Let's use this.
But with this thing, I don't have to.
Yes, I still blow myself up, but it's not as bad. Which... Yep. Death head. So I'm going to assume that's the exit. Oh. I still find it weird when you activate the Merv warhead here, and you have it set to dumb mode. It fires a guided version, and vice versa, guided mode. It's weird. I'm just gonna walk past him and play switches. And I'm going to leave them a parting gift. Sacrificial grounds.
I could aim.
Yeah, I was crouched.
I don't have to.
Well, you'll notice the messages are centered now. Okay. Whoa. So, well, a large size map, but the monster count's kind of minimal. Yeah, Guncast and Turbos, like I mentioned, are completely different beasts compared to Russian Overkill. And I blew myself out of the map. I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be here yet. Okay, that. Okay, and I can go out here. Okay, weird. I can't. Well, I can technically detonate the warhead on dumb mode, but at the same time, I fire another one. It's like not what I wanted to do. Okay. Well, just takes me back over here. Well, switch over here. Here. Maybe I am supposed to go over here. 'Cause I don't see anything on that side. Maybe not. There's nothing here either. So I can't open that. I can't open that. Oh. Oh, okay. I was just being idiot. Sure, I'm surprised you don't have this yet. I already knows. Well, there's an arch file. Here. I deploy these, so I know it's gonna be a trap. Maybe not. I think it's because I nuked them already. So I'm curious how Project Vitality and Russian Overkill will work together. If they do manage to pull it off, then Russian Overkill. heard they might be trying to include fatalities, but I don't know. You're already nuking the monsters to death, you know. Doing fatalities is kind of redundant at this point. Just nuke their faces. That's what I do. Yeah, definitely tomorrow, Brutal Guncast will kick off. Oh yeah, I was talking about maps of Chaos earlier. I forgot to mention there's actually 3 different versions. They all come with the same download, but yeah, they come from the same download. But there are 3 different versions. There's a regular one. There's Hardcore, which I guess adds more monsters, and the one I'm using is Overkill, which adds even more monsters. I'm curious if there's one for final. If there is, I'll definitely check it out. I guess I don't know if Doom Metal does work for Final Doom. I might have to try it. I mean, Plutonia mostly uses the regular Doom music. TNT has its own original tracks. Jesus Christ, this map's huge. But I've seen much larger maps like Foresight and anything from Chillax. Wait, I was already here. I haven't been down there though.
I could aim, but with
Well, I only have
this
2.
thing, I could aim. This thing, I don't have to.
Let's just rubber down their gullet. Oh, that's him. I know I keep talking about getting a GTX 1060, but I can't help it, man. No, the GTX 1060, I can talk today. The GTX 1060, as of right now, is the most popular, most used card on Steam. But I might as well jump myself onto that bandwagon. Though, I still have my heart set on EVGA, but if I find a cheaper one from another brand, I'll go that route. Honestly, I don't really think what brand matters at this point. It's gonna be much better than my 960 regardless. Okay, so I need a red key for that. Where are the keys? Well, I already flipped that switch. Okay, now it's just... Yeah, there's nothing over here. I don't have any of the keys, and I already... I had to go through these teleporters. I'll just take this back over here. Oh. Huh. Backpack. As if we needed another one. Ah, secret, okay. I keep forgetting you can't jump. Okay, there's gotta be something I'm missing here. Check over here one more time. Because I did nuke that one hall where the Mancubus was. And I didn't exactly go down here. Ah, I knew I was missing something out. Again, me being idiot. Okay. I felt that switch, but I forgot to get the key. Okay, so let's go out here. The blue key door is way over there. So many monsters? Yeah, not too many monsters here, so. Right. I heard you teleport again. Don't think you caught me by surprise. I always expect trap when I get E. There's no doubt behind this door. It's supposed to be like flesh nails, like nailing down the flesh or something. That's pretty morbid. But it's hell, what do you expect? There you are. Yeah, I'll just go to here for the sake of brevity. I'll leave a few survivors. Heated trauma. Okay. It's like some cheesy death metal album. Okay. Definitely ramped up the monster count here.
A good aim. But this thing, I don't have.
Give me 1 second. I need to charge my phone. Forgot to put it on the charger last night. Let me check some. Okay. Changed one item. Yeah, I need to charge my power bank later. I don't want to always use a secondary fire. I forgot there's a primary fire. You don't have to reload. You just keep spraying. Oh my Jesus. Oh my Jesus. All this ammo, what am I gonna do with it? It's a trick question, you know what I'm gonna do with it. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of evening shifts now, with it being summer, so it's definitely gonna be hot in the daytime, so apparently they knew this, so they gave me a bunch of evening shifts. Which, you know, I guess it's kind of slow in the daytime in the summertime, because people don't want to be out in the heat. Maybe that's why it's busy in the nighttime instead. Boy, this quad, oh man. Not my favorite from P-Core, but still Zone 300, but you know what? This is a really close second. Really enjoyed it. Haven't had to use no clip at all. Some of the maps are big, but it's easy to find my way around. And it started off small, but they started getting bigger and bigger, but they're not overly complex or anything, so that's a winner in my book. Once again, P-Core, if you impress. Look forward to any future maps he makes. UAC crates in hell? Well, they do try to, you know, incorporate our technology into their stuff. Why else does Cyber even exist? is this. Since I now record in full screen, get used to seeing the FPS counter. At the very least, you'll gauge, you know, when the frame rate drops whenever I use a super weapon. Oh, there's a lot of shit going on screen. Oh boy. This is gonna be a pretty lengthy, oh yeah. This is easily the largest map in Whispers of Satan so far. Maybe the entire WAD. I don't mind large maps as long as you don't have to do too much backtracking, and as long as, you know, easy to find your way around. I don't like walking around in circles and finding for a hard to find switch. Oh boy. 4 switches now. Pick that up for me. Okay, there's another bug I forgot to mention with Project Brutality. There are some weapons you get dual wield, like the revolver and the M2 plasma rifle. But when I try to dual wield, it says you need 2 of these to dual wield. And I try to spot another one of those weapons to pick it up. When I try to do what it still says I need to. It's like I just picked one up. So yeah, Project Brutality is awesome, but it's far from perfect. But again, it's in beta, so of course it's not going to go smooth. I do have the recent official release, which is 2.03, not 2.1 or whatever I said in the previous video. Pull the trees so they get your way. Oh god, Project Brutality. I can't believe it took me this long to actually play that. Any for that matter, but well, technically this isn't Brutal Doom, this is Brutal Doom Monsters, it's just the monsters, I'm talking about the actual Brutal Doom mod. I do have the original Brutal Doom, but Brutal Doom, again I can talk today. Okay, so have I gone here yet? Okay, I guess it seals out the ones you haven't gone to yet. So I guess you could do these in any order, so that's pretty inventive. So out the blue skull, I might as well get the blue key. Card, no. I don't know why, I'm used to finding the red key last. I'm just weird that way. Some huge map, look at this. Of course, each switch is going to be a little more difficult to get to. Not this one, but... Well, I must say, this here is not the largest map of Whispers of Satan. But it's also one of the more unique maps I've come across so far. There's 6 keys, but you can get them in any order you want. If you want to get the red keys first, you can. If you want to get the yellow keys first, you can. Switch up the formula. Alright, now talk about something that's not Doom related. One of my favorite cereals ever just came back recently. It's been around for like a month or so, but I'm just glad it's back. Oreo O's. Y'all remember that? I do like Oreos. I don't eat cookies that much these days, but you know, Oreo O's, oh my gosh, one of the best cereals ever made. I'm glad they brought it back. I remember the old commercial I saw in my junior high days. Good news for kids, bad news for cows. Y'all remember that? One more switch. Okay, those switches open these little gates here. That's what leads to the obtaining of the card. Alright. That just leaves the red keys. And that seals off the ones you've already gone to, so. This may sound odd, but I'm getting a Mega Man vibe here. You know, I get a classic, well, any Mega Man, I guess, where you can play the levels in any way you want, any order you want. Yeah, it's different because, you know, in Mega Man, you know, certain robot masters are weak against certain weapons, so you had to, like, technically you can complete any order you want if you want to challenge, try to fight a robot master with a different, using a different weapon or whatever. But there is a certain order you have to play it in order to actually, you know, defeat the robot masters efficiently. Oh shit. Okay. Some spiky bumps. How else do I use these? Alright, one more key. And if you're a completionist, you really want to pay attention to those, any secrets in those areas, because once you get the key, there's no going back. It's sealed off, so if you're a completionist, you're going to do a lot of quick saving, quick loading. I don't know why it says invalid sound velocity or whatever. You know, it does it in Project Brutality as well when you use the black hole generator. Starting tomorrow. You know, of course, it's my day off today, and I'm off tomorrow. I wasn't expecting to upload a few videos earlier, last few days, but you know, I had a little time, and you know, I usually don't make videos on my date, on my work days. If I have time, I'll try to squeeze one out. But for the most part, I try to upload on my days off. I mean, if I have time, I'll try to make a video, but I'll just here. So I flip that switch. Yep. Let's go. Whoa! What the heck? I'll flip that switch. Aha! All 6 keys obtained. Alright, let's pay Mr. Romero a visit. Again. Oh! That explains the super weapon. You know what? Yeah. You can have a taste. I'll spit, I can't go back. I'll spit, I can't go back. So, yeah. You really gotta pay attention to finding secrets. Alright, Mr. Romero.
Good day. But with
Time for your
this
daily
thing,
dose of
I
uranium.
don't have to.
And before I do, I need to get something real quick. Alright, the verge of revelation.
I could aim. But
Hell
with
is
this
a state
thing,
of mind.
I don't have to.
I'm sure it is. Okay. What was this for decoration? Alright. What the? Alright. These small monsters to get rid of before you can never go again. Ah, Tepish, a surprise. Just now got Tepish. But,
Could aim.
care too much about Tepish, so there you go. Okay, so we have 2 keys to get. Yeah, definitely more involved compared to your typical map 30s. Well, how did I open those doors? There's nothing out here. I guess I'll put this switch first. Maybe that opened something. Oh yeah, it opened these. Of course it'll be a trap. But I was better be surrounded by monsters, not just do a 2. Well, I also get the other key, if that's opened. Okay. Huh. That one didn't have a trap. Weird. Oh, it's over here. Mix things up a bit, eh? Alright.
I could aim.
Now we give
But
Romero a
with this
visit.
thing, I don't have to.
Oh, the sky's blue for some reason. Whoa. Okay. Nice little skybox there. Okay. Just like I thought that was a boss. Alright. That's what the icon of Sin looks like now. Alright. Man, pretty long path to go to just get to the boss, eh? There you are, Romero. Yeah, let's go and just flip all these. Which I guess just as well, normally we need to in order to actually Should have Romero's knocking again. There you go, Romero. Alright, now for this intro screen. Congratulations! You have made it out alive. The biggest, baddest demon cries for mercy. You look up into the blood-red sky and suddenly it cools down very quickly. The sky goes gray and the blood evaporates. Hell is defeated. Some reasons will come after that. Your long, tiring mission has finally come to an end. Earth is saved for good. You go back home, kill that last imp, and then receive your UAC paycheck and big fat reward. A trip to the shores of heaven. Let's hope upon the land of afterlife there are no more terrifying creatures. Thanks for playing Whispers of Satan. You're welcome, P-Corf. And Christian. Alright, now, this technically isn't the finale. Like I said, I'm going to do the secret levels for the next video, so the next video will be the finale. So until then, this is part 8 of Whispers of Satan, Brutal Russian Overkill episode 64, and this is Overkill signing out.